So whoever you talk to, forget about them. They gave you over to me because I'm the one that has to start over from scratch and produce for you. I all I do is the hard work ahead of time. This way, when you come down to test drive, there's nothing left to do. I make it real simple and easy. Once I can figure out your monthly income, and I'm going to save the information in here. I'm just text me a couple stock numbers of vehicles you would consider that I could go to the next step and update the banks, present the deal to the dealer, and get everybody on board. You, the bank, and the dealer, all three of you are smiling, and that way when you're test driving, you can leave with the car. The base, the lowest, right? 52 divided by 12. You've been there 7 months. That's $1,950 a month. Okay, so times second job at Home Goods in the warehouse. Okay, second employer. How long have you been on that job? That income ever? What do you get an hour there, and how many hours are you getting? 30. I'll put 25 again on the low. It's always better to come in that way. It's better to figure low and then come in higher. Okay, so 1,300. Okay, so you got the proof of income. That's half the battle. Be from some of these banks that have minimum down payment requirements. 2, do you have cash down? Because we're going to try to produce the best offer for you, and what you're bringing to the table will determine which offers we can get. With what do you got? Okay, so some of these banks have a $1,500 minimum. The best foot forward requires $1,000 down, so about $550 or above to get a little bit lower down payment. So there's 12 tier levels on how customers will score. They're not really credit score driven, but this will probably score on the higher tier in the short job times, the credit score. What I'm trying to say is the only way for me to keep the light green and make this happen and get you out the door typically is going to be money down. Now, I know you're just in the discovery process, just trying to figure out what's it going to take, what do I got to do to make this happen. Down payment is going to open the doors for you. So that it may be something you may have to focus on. I will do my best to see if you do score on the better side of the tiers, you might get away with $500 down. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up in Cicero. I had 11 uncles. I learned finance in Chicago, right on Cicero Avenue, at a place that did 850 cars a month, spoke 100 different languages, had a baseball bat underneath my desk for 5 years. All I do for this group in this 7 stores is produce on the hard to get done deals. I don't work on anything easy. So my job is to show you the road, right? Here's the road. You're trying to figure out what road do I travel? How do I make this happen without having to go to a buy here, pay here lot, right? You want to avoid going to one of those. Okay, so down payment's key. When do you think you can have $1,000 together? Because I will tell you now, we might be able to get away with 1,000, but 500 is not enough to even cover tax, title, license, and the doc fee and the plates, and get us that position on the deal. See, there's 8 more doors I got to knock down besides the down payment. I got to get you landed on a car. I got to get the bank on board, and I got to get the dealer to take the deal with your fee because of credit. So all these doors still need to be knocked down, and the first one's going to be down payment. I can try it with 500. I'm always willing to give it a go, but I'm also not going to just say whatever you want to hear about that. Would you trade that in plus your $500? No. The bank calls you, by the way, don't tell them that. You have to tell them the car is for you. You don't want to tell, I'm giving you the heads up, because they will call you to confirm that you like the vehicle and you're happy with it, or they're not going to pay the dealer. And that's my job, to make sure that the dealer gets paid, right? So I got to make sure that when you come down to test drive, we have a fundable, cashable contract that you can leave with the car and the dealer's going to get paid. Payment's key. So stay focused on that while I'm working on your $500 down deal. Stay focused. See what you can. Okay, I'm telling you now, I'm going to give it my best swing, but you should also be, when we hang up, scheming and scamming if it's an urgent situation. You should be trying to find that money one way or another, because it's probably going to be necessary. I've done, oh my gosh, over 5,000 of these deals. And especially now, the banks have changed their algorithms. And the riskier the deal, the more money down is needed so that we can keep the light green. Otherwise, I wouldn't work so hard for the down payment, honey, if I didn't think it was worth it, right? So if I didn't think it was that important. But I'm good. Is it your own little thing? Is it your own little gig? Really? Now, was that all cash deposits? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. and you can prove that with a bank statement. Well, yeah, screenshots won't work. They'll want a PDF downloadable bank statement. So I want you to send me at least, how long have you been doing it for? 1 month? Okay, perfect. I know this is a lot to ask, but I may need the last 3 months to get an average. Or just tell me the total. If you don't want to email them right now, just take, what is your total cash? So I may have to switch your application over to self-employed. So like I can work it every which way, but we need to make sure that what we're presenting to the bank is the most accurate. So what they're going to use, if your jobs will verify that you are still working those hours, that's what they need to verify. If they don't, then I need to just make the adjustments to partially, oh, he's only getting 1,000 at Amazon and he's only getting, 1,200 at, or getting the hours like you're saying, right? They haven't been. Well, here's the thing is you told me 25 hours and then now you just told me they're cutting your hours. So I just need to know, I want to, what will they verify? What will they verify? The 25? Okay, good. All right, then you're good. You're fine. Don't worry about it. Just I'm gonna put that self-employed income on there. I will talk to the banks and see what they have to say about that. You want to give me the total number. If you get time later, I'm working till 8 o'clock. You can text it to me. If you get time to total up the last 90 days, that's the number that we'd like to use. And they're only deposits. Nothing from Amazon. They'll use your pay stubs for that. Nothing from the other bank, the other place. They'll use your pay stubs. Yeah. You're the best. You're amazing. Yep. This is my cell. This is where